Hey folks, welcome back to Timberpunk, and we carry on essentially. And so we're working on hooking up all of the power stuffs, and I think one of the things I'm going to do now is get rid of this. I don't think that causes us any significant problems because we've got this entrance here. So let's just commit to doing that. So let's delete all of that. Delete the path. And all of the stairways. This will... I don't think it will disconnect the other side temporarily because they have access from other areas. But I think this will make it easier for hooking up some of the power. We can preemptively put in some of that stuff. So let's do that. Tunneling that across there. Do that. Do that. I'm really hoping I can concentrate. My arsehat neighbour has very loud music playing, so we'll see how we get on today. That's that. Let's just do a bit more connecting up. That. I think the rest of them we will connect this side. Yeah, so let's get the dirt out. And start filling everything in. You go there. Why did you jump up? I guess with the whole connected terrain stuff. You go there, sir. You can do that. You can do that. You're going to be placed from... probably from that side, maybe, and then you're going to be placed from there. You can be accessed from either side, so... and yes, I'm probably massively overthinking this, particularly with previously how I did with placing terrain, but you know, I'm trying to help with optimizing stuffs. So you might notice in the bottom corner we now have the icon for the building blueprints mod. I've had a little play with that. It's very cool, actually. It's very cool. So when/if we need to, we will break that out. You grab you. Just going to do some drag and fill, and we'll correct as we need to. And let's get going. So, I mean, actually, that makes sense to not do that. Let's do a power shaft, a platform. Those of you that watch regularly may remember some time ago, actually about a month ago, I injured my shoulder. It is still injured, and it's been a while since I've recorded at home, sat downstairs. And, it's not great for the old shoulder ergonomics, got to admit. Did actually today try and sort out a doctor's appointment, so hey, maybe we can actually get things resolved. We'll see. That works. Let's go there, there, there. You, you, you need a connection. You don't need a power connection. You do. So let's get rid of that. Put that back. That. Put that there. And we can take that path up through there. And maybe down through there. Be worth us hooking that up. That through there. Maybe come down. That through there. That. Bring that across there. And they're getting through this all pretty darn quick, to be fair, which is good. So that's hooked, or getting hooked up. So let's work our way over here, because this will bring it in to the other power grid. If we run along here, so let's go there and there. You come down there, into there. We'll come into there. And you could come across there and tee into there. So go down there, into there, across there, into there, across here, into there, and we'll do that to avoid that being a problem. So that's all of those hooked in. Let's do you. You can go straight up there. Under power shaft. I picked the wrong one there. Okay. There then, I guess. So you put you there and there and there. Grab you all the way across to there. And down to there, grab you, put you there, grab you, put you there. And that is almost all of them hooked in. You. No. Copy you. Put you there and there. Copy you, run you down to there, and then it's just these few out here, so same thing. We're going to have to go round all of this, I think, so we'll come down here, connect that, then maybe through here, so let's do that. Tunneling. Go under that one, but then we're going to come down here. Along here, we're going to have to build a whole load of paths. We may as well connect into there. And then more tunneling along here. We can go under that because they'll be able to reach both sides of that. And that's good. And then we need a whole load of paths. So actually we've got path all the way along there. So we might be okay. So we will grab you, place that one, 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 that one. You have been placed. You, and you. And that's all of those. This power grid is looking much better. This is looking much better, which is good. We need to grab impermeable floors. run a bunch of those. Let's look at doing that as well. And we're going to have to delete some of these paths in time, but that's not a problem. You need to have an impermeable floor. You all get impermeable floors. And the idea there is just to save filling up these channels with water. Do we need to? Not really. It's not a massive problem, but, you know. Well, that was badly laid out, wasn't it? But, hey, now it's built. We won't worry. We'll just cover it up and no one can see my mistake. And, hey, none of you will remember, will you? No. Good. That done. That done. Looks like you still need an impermeable floor. There's bound to be more that I've forgotten, like there. And there. Now, these don't necessarily need them because they are going to be sealed in little boxes like this guy. So we can probably leave those. But for now, we will be relatively thorough with our placement of the impermeable floors. Because, folks, overkill is underrated. Let's bring that up there and across there. Bring that up and across there. Bring that across there. That probably needs to come up there. And that will probably help them build most of that. Is there anything else that's obviously short of path? I don't think so. So that's good. We have some spots that need ladderage. So let's get rid of that. Let's get some stairs there and there. And that'll help those guys out a little bit. I did put those down. They are still growing. Okay, so what we could do in preparation for that, this is to help with the wonder, is put in those and automation ready to collect greater than 1. Assume, save, duplicate, invert, save. Copy, bosh, bosh. There we go. That's that. Are those marked to be cut? Yes. Can they reach them? No. Let's just throw another lumberjack there. Now just clear up those trees that happened to spawn naturally. This needs to be detonated. Put you there. Put you there. Some bits of path. Let them get rid of that. And then we can rebuild everything. That can go now. Demolish that? I can. Awesome. We are getting there with getting that built. It's too far from a district. Aha. No. So I guess we delete that. Do that. There we go. And then we need to start enclosing these. Now, I think the way to do that is work from the furthest back. At that point, I'm going to delete some of these that I've just placed. So we can put levees around them. I know. Yeah. Do you want? No, we don't need a bit more space because we can put a platform over that. That's fine. How high did I need to build it? 3. Okay, cool. 2, 3. Which I guess means we need to put double platforms. 4 by overhangs. Impermeable floors. And they are going to need those. I'm going to see if I can create that as a blueprint. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. Two, 3. Those. I don't know if this is going to work. Those. So we do create building blueprint. So it's got the levees, the double platforms, the overhangs, and the impermeable floors. So we call this geothermal box. Save blueprint. Turn off caps lock. Let's delete all of that. And if we go here, oh, that's going to need to be a bigger one. And that's going to be part of the problem. So if I find one, so this one, if I delete that and maybe that, build blueprint, build, bosh, awesome. That's cool. I could have included the ladders as well, I guess. But that's cool. That's very cool. We might need to create multiples of these. You are not doing anything. So power. You need to be connected up. You need to be moved. So let's do that. Delete you. Copy you. Put you there. Another one there that can be the same if we delete. Oh. Down to there. Maybe not actually because of that. No. It's going to have to be a custom one, I think. So let's... Yeah. Oh. Guess it saves us a levy piece. 2, 3 platforms. 2 platforms. 4 by those. Floors. You. Ladders. 3. Awesome. But for some reason it was going to tell me it couldn't reach those for a second. Alright, so they're doing that. Whilst they're doing that, we're also going to come over here. Because we now have a power grid that's much more powerful. So I want to have a look at, can we, up here, can I do something like, I can go any lower on that, but let's have a look. That, do that, do that, do, that. You are going to be odd one out. You are going to be a 3. And this corner, we're going to do power. Dumbass neighbor, stop playing this shit music. He has not. Apologies for the language. Science. Number cruncher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we're going to do is come over the top with 1, 2, I don't know if it's 4's this side, like that. There. That. And run that there. And we might need to come off this way as well. I'm going to see how much that lets them build. Right, they've stripped all of that out, so let's get rid of those. Let's mark this to be demolished, because there are goodies under here. So, you guys can go be more useful elsewhere. We will also just flatten those little plinths as well. But, so why am I pushing up science production? Well, if you watched the last video, we were trying to get so that we can have lots of science. We need more water production on here, and there was the suggestion that possibly several content creators use the rule that for every 250k science you generate, you can double the strength of a water source. Don't necessarily need to spend it, just generate it. And so that's why we're putting in now 8 number crunchers. So yeah, back over here, because I'd forgotten about this. We were trying to bring in these bad water sources. So we are at the point where we can now unpause these. Do I have... I've got rid of the non-bot builders, so the number of bots has gone up quite a lot, which is good. So we can do that and that. Going to prioritize those, and I'm going to put some flow valve, something one way here. And actually, I had a suggestion of how to fix the stuff over the other side, which we should go do as well. So pause, delete. Throttling valves, that's the jobbies. Bosh. Let's get ready. Oh, you have a path on you, don't you? Bosh. Unlimited, and you will be a high priority build. So we'll pause you for now. And in the same tone, so over, where am I? Over here. So currently, actually we can set all of this up. Come down here. So we can still get down here, I believe. Currently we have throttling valves. If we replace these with fill valves, with a height of a half is fine. And then build this up. Any water that we let into this area from the overflow here will be stored here, and then as the pumps have spare capacity, it'll bring them in. It'll bring it in, which I think was a brilliant idea. Thank you for that comment. Yeah, so we might need to, in fact, we do need to give them some help with building that, and I think a single ladder there should do that, potentially. So what I'm going to do now is come in to improve and change the default build priority to normal. Because we don't need it to be set to high. Let's just have a look now across here. That's everything being built. Yes, we can tell to some extent from that power grid is looking a lot better. Let them get that, and then we can delete that path. The wall is all built. Awesome. So we can start reclaiming this stuff. We need to start thinking about how we get in here. I think we can do. That's been reclaimed. So delete the path to there. To delete that that. Well, not that. We're going to put that back. And we're going to build another box. Isn't it exciting? And I guess that one can take advantage of that. Yes, I know I could leave the corners open, but I prefer not to. Go from that side. Go there. We better close that in. There. There. Let's give them a bit of passage. I'll let them build that one. They can't reach that anymore, so you could go. You're going to go, and they're not going to be able to reach that rubble, so you can just go. We will start recollecting from there. Well, guess we could start from this corner as well, or continue from this corner, and this one make use of our blueprint. No. Just need to add ladders so they can build it. And that's that going in. Awesome. How are we doing over here? That's all been built, so should now be generating much more science. Much more science. That's such good English, isn't it? A lot more science. Let's head over here. Now, bad water flowing out of these. So if we look here. Or the lag. You can feel the lag. So this is now generating, I think, a fair bit more power. I think it was... I guess we could enhance that by coming across here. Trying to focus this flow into this. So... yes, things we would look to do. Are... let's build bridges. Bridge there. Double floodgate. Triple floodgate, because it can't go over the top of the bad water source. Single floodgate there. Have you open for now? You open for now. And here. Put a single floodgate there. Put a triple bridge there to get across here. This has stayed surprisingly full, which is good. The idea is I'm trying to isolate these sources and push them into this. To get more water flowing. Not bad water flowing. All right, if we come over here. This is looking good. We really need to get this lot planted up. Okay. This has been built. This can now supply enough power, which is good. Because we had the problem before that it couldn't. And the pumps were stalling, essentially. Hopefully this won't overflow. I do wonder if we might still need more pumping capacity here. To get all of this water out. But we'll keep an eye on that. Back over here. Let's delete another one of these. Let's delete those. Just the path, please. We should be able to reach that still. Yep. Awesome. And over there, they are still building that one. Okay. Cool. Over here. They are working on getting to that. That's fine. You being 0.65 is okay. How much power are you generating now? 26,000. You'll be able to get to that now. I'll start the process of easing this shut. Hopefully upping the amount of power this makes. Whether we can get all this bad water through this little channel I've made is a question. Looks like we might be at the capacity of that channel. Because we're pretty full there. So maybe I need to make that bigger because we can certainly get more bad water through this. We're close to full there. We're close to full, but we're not full. So maybe we need to make that channel one wider. Can I easily do that? I see why not, he says. Now there's a problem. I didn't build the impermeable floors that I needed to put in here. Here. Have they gone in the right place? Think so? Hard to tell. That's what to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have. They just need to be built. Those have been built. No, I should have made sure I built those first. Who predicted I would forget? So they've built those one. No, they haven't built them. Wonder if this is going to cause us issues, I think. But, oh, they're there. Have they been built? Not sure. Put those back now. Prioritize them. I think we just need to wait for that to evaporate. There's lots of it, which is annoying. But anyway, yeah, I think we can make this wider, and we've. So, I think we've got the capacity to just do this. Something like that. That will make it wider. It's not the neatest, I know. I should have gone down that side. And then that corner. But, yeah, no. It's been a long... It has been a long day. It's been a long day, and the music is getting to me, folks. The music is getting to me. No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that at all. What we are going to do is open that up. And then I'm going to delete all that rubble. Oh no, builders pick up rubble, don't they? Yeah, builders pick up rubble. We are okay. Made this mistake before. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. But yeah, that's all a bit messy. We open that all up. That will help. That's all filled up very nicely. We need to keep working on these. So go, which means go. And if I select the path that way, yep, you can go, you can go, 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 you can go. Build the custom one because there's two connections on this guy. Guess we might as well go to there. Bit messy, but you know, do a job. Yeah, do a job. Put you there. Double platform. Single platform. You. Impermeable floors. Impermeable floors. Cool. And then ladders. And let's go to this end. Then we'll delete path. Having miles of unnecessary path is not great anyway. Delete that. That. Oh, we've got lots of connections on this guy. Delete you. Delete you. Delete that. Delete that. Delete you. Yes. Levies. And off we go. Should I make use of that wall? Probably. Make that a bit bigger and make use of the natural structure that is there. Something like that. Almost feels like it would be better to make this one out of dirt, but I've started, so I'll finish. Go across there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really big overhang, and I picked the wrong. No, 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 no. Double platforms. Big overhangs. Impermeable floors. I think you're the closest to the tubeway network. We'll put the path there. They're both doing that. That is working just fine now, which is good. We're not letting any water into here yet, so but I just wanted to test that that kept up, and it is, which is awesome. Right, let's come over here. Have a look at our new stuff. Too far from a district. Okay. What have I done? Oh, I deleted the ladders. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? There's your problem. That's going to kind of hamper your ability to build stuff. You know? That is going to be a problem. Now, on the plus side, our batteries are staying nice and fully charged. So, we have a lot more bots now. So, can be switched over. Yes, you can as well. Catch up. Yeah. How are we looking? Still got 20. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got those. Awesome. And we've got 84 unemployed beavers. So let's migrate population. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of the beavers were unemployed. We don't seem to be using the beavers. We now seem to need the beavers. We now seem to need 28 beavers. Okay, so some of you have to go back to work, I'm afraid. Most of you can be happy in your new home. We're not yet at the point we can start letting water into here, which is a shame because we are letting water off of the map. How are we doing here? Come on. Here we go. It's going down. Far from a district still. Why is it too far from a district still? They not built all the stairs yet? No. Okay. Right. We'll let them carry on with that. And we will delete this random piece of path because it goes nowhere. 23,000 science. I would like more science, please. Do we make these beavers generate a science when they're not working? Would that be mean? Kind of tempted. Right, we should now. Yes. Cool. Now they can do that job. The other thing that I'm tempted to do is put in some double explosives here to drain this out. I mean, we did pretty good for water. So, alright, you're still working on all of that. Yes, let's also put you there. Let's put in some access across these temporarily. Another of those. Yes, we could also put one here. Do we also need to put one here? Now let's plant all of that, which I think is sensible at this point. They're busy working on that. We're actually eating into our log supply finally. We are eating into our log supply finally. Why not triple speed? Wash. I'll let that run out. It should all dry out because there's no access for that. And what we want to do is make sure that we put in... no, we want to delete you and put in you. And that's one of the reasons that we want one of these here, because when there's a drought, we lose power production. And I guess we want to cap these now so that they produce bad water during drought so we can increase our power production. Come on, get that built. I guess we might want to tunnel out that corner as well. So that's all a nice fat 3x tunnel. That's all dried out, which is cool. What's that? That's going to get blown. And then, yeah, I guess we want to... what discharges on those. But we can get this back up to the 26,000 it was 24,000, 26,000 it was generating. So it did make actually a significant difference. To the amount of power it was producing. Suppose we can delete that. Those. And I guess we want those open. Awesome. Right. Built. So you can be done. Be done with you, foul thing. Why are you not deleting? You can go. To get rid of you, we can use our blueprint. Think. Awesome. Cool. Go. So that path can go. That path can go. Oh, no. That needs to stay. Cool. You to go. Quite nice getting all this path tidied up. You need to go. Keep that for now. So, yes, you're the next one, and you are another candidate for the blueprint. It was worth doing this, actually. I wasn't sure how valuable this would be to put the time into generating it. But we've used it more than I thought we would. Great, so you're getting done. We may as well work on getting you boxed in as well. Come out to there. Come off of there. 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 You. Awesome. There. Same again. Double platforms. overhangs. You guessed it, impermeable floors. There was too many impermeable floors. They're building it from there. Just throw in some ladders there, and I think that'll work. So we've still got quite a few of those to box in, but we're getting there. These are now open. We're now back up to generating 25,000 HP. If I close you and start to nudge this one closed. Bit of overspill, but I guess I want the overspill to go that way. To there. Not that it matters as long as it's not too much. Basically want as much as we can get going through this. And we are now generating... We're still generating 27,000 HP. Okay. 28,000. Basically way more than we need. So... Actually, we're okay for fullness. Yeah, that's okay. I suppose we could manage this better by you're set at 0.4. We set you to be 0.3 and push this one up. Yeah, happy with that. And then I might cap this one. Because this is just giving us so much more power. So we've got a lot more power on this grid, which is the main grid, which is doing most of this work. And then on this grid, we've got a lot more power now. So, and I think maybe we want to think about storing more power on this grid. That is going to be a job for next time, folks. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, click the like button. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. And I'll see you next time, where basically we carry on working towards getting this Dragon Sea done. I might, between videos, get all these guys boxed in, because it's just a kind of repetitive, slightly tedious process. And then we can work on getting the water flowing into here. See you guys and girls.